A PIRADS 4 lesion, that's what showed up on my client's MRI. It means highly suspicious for cancer. His urologist wanted to schedule surgery immediately. He said waiting was too risky. But my client made a different choice, a bold one. He asked for 3 to 6 months to try something else first. His doctor was skeptical. And I'll be honest, I was very nervous too, because if this didn't work, we'll be looking at surgery or radiation. But what happened over the next 6 months shocked everyone, including his urologist. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what we did, why it worked, and how you can apply these same principles with whatever you are dealing with: enlarged prostate, elevated PSA, or suspicious lesions. But first, let me tell you David's story. David, 62, when he came to see me with his wife, I could see the fear in his eyes. His PSA had been climbing for 2 years. First 5, then 7, then later 9. Each test, more anxiety. Each doctor's visit, more bad news. His doctor ordered an MRI. The result came back PIRADS 4 lesion. His prostate was enlarged at over 30 grams. For those who don't know, PIRADS is a scoring system from 1 to 5. A score of 4 means highly suspicious for clinically significant cancer. It's one step away from the worst news you can get. His urologist recommended an immediate biopsy, and depending on those results, surgery or radiation was next. The doctor wanted to move fast, but David was also dealing with daily nightmare of BPH, getting up 4 to 5 times every night, weak stream, constant urgency. He couldn't sleep, he couldn't travel, he couldn't live normally. The biopsy came back prostate cancer, Gleason score 7. His urologist was pushing hard for surgery within weeks. We need to act now, he said. Waiting is risky. But David looked at his wife, then he looked at me and said something I'll never forget. He said, I'm not ready to let them cut into me without trying everything else first. Give me one chance. If it doesn't work, I'll do the surgery. But I need to know I tried. His urologist was skeptical, but agreed on one condition. David had to commit to monitoring every 6 to 8 weeks, PSA tests, symptom tracking, follow-up imaging, any sign of progression, and they'll move to surgery immediately. David agreed, and that's when we got to work. Now, I want to be crystal clear about something. This isn't about rejecting medical care. This is about combining the best of both worlds: evidence-based natural protocols with close medical monitoring. David wasn't running from his diagnosis. He was running towards a solution that addressed the root causes, not just the symptoms. So here's what I needed to figure out. Why was David's prostate growing out of control? Why was inflammation creating an environment for cancer? And most importantly, what could we do about it? Through my research and work with dozens of men like David, I've identified 5 key drivers that fuel prostate diseases. And here's the critical insight: every single one of them can be influenced naturally. Let me walk you through what we did. Driver number 1 for prostate problems is DHT overproduction. DHT is a super potent form of testosterone that accumulates in prostate tissues and signals it to grow, including cancer cells. David's body was producing too much of it. So we started in with a product called Copros that contains several blends of herbs that help block this enzyme that creates DHT. We also added beta-sitosterol, which reduces DHT and improves urinary flow. Also, pumpkin seed oil was added, which has been shown in studies to help reduce prostate size after months of usage. Driver number 2 was estrogen dominance. As men age, testosterone level drops and estrogen level rises. So David's estrogen was too high. So we added sulforaphane, which helps to metabolize estrogen efficiently, and it also has anti-cancer properties. We added zinc, which blocks the enzyme that converts testosterone to estrogen. We added chrysin, which is a natural aromatase inhibitor. Driver number 4 is chronic inflammation. This is a big one. This is where prostate diseases really take hold. Men with prostate cancer have 2 to 4 times higher inflammation markers, and David's body was on fire internally. So we went very aggressive. We added curcumin, which reduces inflammation, and it also has anti-cancer properties. We added omega-3 fish oil, high levels of EPA and DHA. This reduces systemic inflammation. We added quercetin, which reduces prostate inflammation by about 60%, and also green tea extracts, which is one of the most studied anti-cancer compounds. Black seed oil was also added, which has anti-inflammatory properties. The driver number 4 for prostate problems is metabolic dysfunction. High blood sugar and insulin resistance doubles the risk of aggressive prostate diseases. Insulin acts like a growth signal for cancer cells, and David was actually pre-diabetic. So we fixed this by adding berberine, which is as effective as metformin for insulin sensitivity. We added chromium, which supports blood sugar metabolism, and alpha lipoic acid for blood sugar metabolism, and also a powerful antioxidant. The driver number 4 is poor circulation. Reduced blood flow creates oxygen deprivation, and David's prostate wasn't getting enough oxygen. So we added L-citrulline, which boosts nitric oxide and blood flow. Also, we added picogenol and also an antioxidant called ginkgo biloba, which also enhances blood flow to the tissues. We also added products for cellular support like lycopene, which is strongly associated with prostate health, vitamin D3, critical for immune function, and selenium, an important antioxidant. Now, I know what you are thinking. That's a whole lot of supplements, and you're right. But here's what made the biggest difference. The most powerful intervention was intermittent fasting, combined with a strict anti-inflammatory diet. A 2024 study found that intermittent fasting helps protect against cancer in several ways. Number 1, it makes it harder for prostate cancer cells to multiply. It turns on your body's internal recycling system called autophagy, which helps to clear out damaged parts. It lowers an insulin-like growth factor 1, which are hormones that can tell cancer cells to grow. Fasting also cuts down on body-wide inflammation by up to 40 to 60%, creating a less friendly environment for cancer. David implemented a 16-8 fasting protocol, eating within an 8-hour window each day. His diet became strict Mediterranean style. No sugar, no processed foods, no red meat, no dairy, no seed oils. Lots of cruciferous vegetables, lots of berries, fatty fish, olive oil, and green tea. Every meal was designed to fight inflammation. He also committed to 45 minutes of daily walking, stress management and meditation, 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep, staying hydrated throughout the day. And here's the part that made me nervous. We had to wait. Natural approaches take time. 6 to 8 weeks became like months. David's first PSA test at 6 weeks dropped from 9 to 7. That was good, but not great. His second was done at 12 weeks. It went down to 5, which is better. Now, his urinary symptoms were also improving. According to him, he said it has improved by about 80%. But the real test was the follow-up MRI at 6 months. I'll never forget the phone call I received from David's wife. She was in tears. They were actually tears of joy. She was crying with happy tears. The MRI result shows that the PIRADS 4 lesion had resolved to PIRADS 2, no longer suspicious. His prostate had shrunk from over 30 grams to 18 grams. His PSA was now in the normal range. His urologist called David into his office, looked at the scans, looked at David, and said, "I don't know what you're doing, but whatever it is, keep doing it." In 30 years of practice, I've never seen results like this from natural approaches. This is remarkable. David's urinary symptoms were almost completely resolved. Now down to 1 nighttime bathroom trips. Normal daytime frequency, his quality of life was transformed. Now, I need to be clear. David's results are exceptional. Not everyone will see this level of improvement. But what David proved is this: when you address the root causes, the hormones, the inflammation, metabolism, circulation, cellular health, your body has an incredible capacity to heal. He gave his body the tools it needed, and his body responded. So here's what you need to do. Step 1, get a proper diagnosis. See your doctor. Get your prostate measured. Check your PSA. Get imaging if recommended. You need a baseline. Step 2, if you are facing surgery or have suspicious findings, ask your doctor about trying an integrative approach first with close monitoring. Step 3, start with the core supplements, those that have the strongest evidence behind them. Step 4, implement intermittent fasting and an anti-inflammatory diet. This is non-negotiable for best results. Step 5, monitor closely. Track your symptoms, your PSA levels, and follow your doctor's imaging recommendations. Give it 3 to 8 months because natural approaches take time. I've created a complete integrative prostate health ebook for those who have this kind of diagnosis. It's called the Prostate Cancer Cheat Code. It gives you the step-by-step roadmap to prostate health. The link is in the description box below. Click now to get your copy. If this video gave you hope, I want you to please hit the like button, share with someone facing prostate issues because it could change their life. Subscribe for more evidence-based integrative content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.